What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ coming at you with a review on the Wpl Suzuki Jimny. That's right. See the box right there? This is the Wpl Japan edition. There's the box it came in. Really nice box. Blam. Information for you if you can read Chinese. They give you a view of the different models and colors. And then, nice back of the box, you got a YouTube logo on there, which is quite cool. Yeah. So this is the WPL new, sorry guys, Suzuki Jimny. Yeah, and bam, there it is. Now I gotta do this real quick. Not the whole interview, just this part right here. See if there's any snow in there yet. Oh, there it is. You guys see it right there. That's actual snow, guys. Let me see if I can flip it over. Hang on. Yep, you can still see some of the snow in there. I was driving it outside, putting this bad boy to the test. That's right. There's a little snow on the wheel there. A little bit of snow there. So I'm doing this on purpose so I can show you guys that I was really outside trailing with this little sucker. Okay, with the stock battery. Now, I've known, and we all know trail trucks can get really good drive times when you're trailing, but I got, guys, you can believe it, I got about an hour and 15 minutes of trailing out there in the snow, in the cold. It's like 27 to 30 degrees outside, something like that. Very cold. I took it as long as I could take it. I was like, I got to go back inside the house. So right now, it's got an hour and 15 minutes worth of drive time on it, and the battery's still not dead. Did you guys hear me? An hour and 15 minutes of drive time on this little cheap WPL Suzuki Jimny. Okay, how did it do, you might ask? Okay, I'm going to give you a perspective from somebody who trails. I am not a rock crawler, although I did take it over rocks and stuff. I am absolutely impressed with this little truck, the Jimny. I have to say, good job, WPL. I'm very impressed. It doesn't even have oil shocks, but what it does have is leaf. It has a leaf spring suspension set up. And what's so nice about it is you can see it has a lot of movement there. And that is because it's shackles that are suspending the leaf springs. And the shackles move really well. You can see right there, when I pick it up, you can see the shackle under there really flexible. And that's what matters. Look at that, guys. Now, it would be nice. I might, if I can do it with some of the stuff that I have, I might see if I can rig up some oil shocks somehow and attach to it without the spring, just to dampen it a little bit. But it does real good. It does real good. Of course, I'll be putting a driver figure in it. I got this a couple days ago. Ordered it off Amazon. I think it was like $80, something like that. I am so impressed with it. This is really what I want. Now, you look at the tires, you're like, wait a minute, those tires don't look quite right. Well, they probably don't, because these are not the stock tires that come with this truck. The stock tires are a little wonky. So what I did was, I don't know why WPL is still using those plastics. This truck deserves better than that, I think. So what I did was, I think it's LDRC. You know, they make that Unimog. 2 different Unimogs. They make a cheaper version for like $60, $70. Then they make the high-end version for like $150 to $180, something like that. Well, anyway, these are the Unimog tires. Why did I choose to use these over the stock tires? Well, because they're using better rubber. You know, this is more of what you would see on pro level cars. You know, flexible rubber. I don't know exactly what type of tire plastics they're using on the WPL tires, but I just said the 2 words that make a difference. These tires here feel like rubber. The WPL tires feel more like plastic. There is a difference. There is a difference between rubber tire and plasticky feeling tires. The plasticky feeling tires don't have that grip that you feel on these tires here. Again, I got these tires off Amazon for like maybe 18 months, maybe about 20 bucks, maybe less than that, 15 and $20. But I knew that the grip would be better than anything is better than what the WPL tire compound that they use is better than the WPL compound. Again, these feel like rubber. WPL tires feel like plastic, some type of plastic. But anyway, guys, I'm very impressed with this car. And you're getting a review from a guy who's been doing this stuff longer than a lot of the guys, most of the guys on YouTube. Yeah, I've been doing this trailing thing. Actually, I'm not saying I know anymore. I'm just saying that I know what I'm talking about when I say that this is a decent trail truck. Before YouTube was up, I was trailing, doing RC trailing years ago, over 20-something years ago. Trailing with Tamiya vehicles, like the Tamiya Hummer. That's was one of my go-to trail vehicles back in the day. And so I've got to see everything evolve into where it is now, to where everybody and their mama's making a trail truck. Okay, you can't really. I mean, you could complain. Not really though. I mean, it's adequate torque. Good job, WPL. The body looks fantastic. Good job, WPL. The only thing, if I was going to complain about anything, would just simply be the tire compound. And that's not. I'm not one to whine and complain. You're not paying a bunch of money, but still, you can do it right. There's RC cars you can buy for $25 that have the proper tire compound, so it can be done. So WPL, good job, guys. I just want to encourage you to please use the proper tire compound by now. It's been long enough, guys. WPL. Get the right, like these, again, these tires here are from the Unimog from LDRC. These are the Unimog tires, and they look perfectly scaled on this truck. Yeah, they do. Now, I also have it, I think it's LN, I forgot the name of this company that makes this right here. The same tires on this, they fit perfectly on that and give it a hyper scale look. You guys can see. Yeah, this is their Range Rover, the LN, I think it is, the name of the company that makes this. And this too, guys, let me tell you something. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have fun in RC, guys. You just don't have to do it. This right here, excuse that. I forgot, I think it's the LN, I forgot the name of the company. But where's my remote at for this car? Hang on a second, gentlemen. Yeah, here it is. MN, I think it's MN, that company is MN whatever, MN Racing, whatever. Let me see. But anyway, you guys know this remote. I can't remember the name of the company. I think it's LN or whatever. But anyway, it's their Land Rover, right? This little car here is actually quite fantastic if you do mods to it. Like I'm running the straight axles on it, as you guys can see. That was originally, that steering linkage is really black. Originally black. I got to paint it black again because they sent me this red crap. I didn't really want that. But anyway, I'm using, these are metal axles, guys. That's right. These are the metal axle kit you can get for it. Straight axle, no portals. I'm not into portals, even though I have vehicles with portals. There you go. Right there. See that? FMS, baby. Portals. And I'm kind of jumping subjects, but that's okay. On this truck right here, open diff, guys. I put an open diff in it. It's not locked portal, so it's more scale. But anyway, back to this. This little truck here, guys, if you like scale trucks, is a great, I think it's a great platform. I don't get any torque twist out of it, believe it or not. It's a cheap truck. You can get it for 50, 60 bucks, 70 bucks, whatever else. It comes with some cheap, crappy oil shocks, but I don't really care. I'm more concerned about how it looks. Look at this thing, looks fantastic. The axles only cost me like $13, and they're metal. And then I bought the metal transmission for this. That was like $12 or $13. So my drive line's all metal, guys, on this truck. Look at that. In this truck, it's all locked up, but that's what it's for. It's a trail truck. It does fantastic. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good time in RC. Now, I have spent a lot of money in the past on RC cars. Let me show you guys real quick. Show you. Boy, got some stuff, man. I got some junk. That right there is the BRX-01. Okay, guys. That car cost me a fortune. That car right there, that truck right there is like, total cost was like $700, $705, something like that. Now, it's really a $600 truck, right? But it comes all the way from China. So you got to pay, it was like $100 to have it shipped, man. So yeah, shipping is no joke. And that's before any tariff stuff, okay? That's a $600 RC car, $100 plus shipping. So I'm saying is you don't have to do that. You don't have to. And my job, technically, my job bought that truck for me because it had some kind of bonus thing set up at the time where you would get so much money if you didn't miss any days. Me having perfect attendance, it was an easy accomplishment for me to earn those monies to buy the truck. But anyway, back to the WPL. Excuse me, guys. I give WPL big props for this. I am very, look at the front view, very scale looking. The lights light up right here. These two don't light up. But as far as performance, is, you know, if you're into trailing, slow driving, I think you'll have a great time with this little truck. I like it a lot. I can see myself having another 2 or 3 of these. They're so awesome, and they're very inexpensive to get. And WPL, keep up the good work. I like it, I like it, I like it. I haven't even put the decals or anything on there yet. Or, you know, I'm going to modify it, of course. As they say, make it your own. I do all that stuff too, guys. I'm going to do that. But I like the whole aspect of RC. As you can see right here, here's another car I'm working on. Right here. I've had this car for close to a year. But I just started working on it maybe 2 weeks ago. You know, as far as getting the body paint and putting the stickers on it. I'm getting close to getting that finished. That's a rally car. And yes, I have a rally track in my backyard. So, just to show you guys. And that's a cheap car, guys. This car's cheap. You can get it for sometimes $115 from A-Main Hobbies, right? And then you can get a cheap bearing kit for this car from eBay, like $12, $13 maybe. And then what else? And then you're pretty much good. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money on RC to have a great looking car like this right here. If I told you that was a $400 car, you'd believe me by the way it looks. But anyway, just to show you that, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. But anyway, back to this little bad boy here. I think it's awesome. I'm an old guy. I'm 57 years old. I've been doing RC cars since I was like 11, something like that. So yeah, this is just a fun hobby. You learn the mechanics of it. You learn the electronics of it. You learn the art of detailing the RC car, and it's a lot that a young guy or girl can learn from. It's a very fun hobby, and I'm just so happy to see that the RC has taken the turn that it has, because they could have made these type of RC cars 25 years ago. I don't know why they didn't in abundance. Most of the RC cars back then were like stadium trucks, the RC10, and stuff like that, go fast cars. But I'm the type of person I like to drive RC cars that are slower, you know, and trail trucks are my specialty that I like the most. You can see some of my collection here. You know, I got RC cars, look at that. FMS. Hummers right there. Fantastic RC car. Guys, this truck here, this RC trail truck is way underrated. I put this over the Traxxas TRX 4. Yeah, because it's so scaled. The chassis is actually the chassis of an actual Hummer. You know, it's fantastic, guys. All these, Lucy. But yeah, man, you can have a lot of fun. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. So just encouraging you guys that, hey man, have fun doing RC. But this little bad boy here, this little Jimny, I'm very happy to add that to my collection of RC. It's very, very inexpensive. And the catch is, just so you guys know, I have as much fun driving this little $80 RC as I do driving that $700 RC car. Actually, I probably have more fun driving this because it's smaller. You have more obstacles. So learn a lesson from me there. Don't spend $700 on an RC when you can have just as much fun and be just as satisfied if you spend 60 or 70 or 80 bucks. Because that's one of those. I got this one right here for like 65, 70 bucks, but I'm modifying it. I've matted out the paint on it to give it that flat look. And then on top of that, I've put straight axles on this instead of the portal axles. I don't like portal axles on everything. And to you RC manufacturers out there, if you watch this video, please stop putting portals on everything. You know, it gets to you after a while because you got that high center of gravity and these cars are more apt to tip over. Perfect example right here. FMS, FCX 18. I love it, right? I would prefer this truck with straight axles. Yes, I would. If I had a choice, I'd take straight axles over that any day. You wouldn't have all these wheels sticking out of the side. You know, that's okay sometimes, but a real LC80, the wheels aren't protruding outside like that. And as you can see, I got a couple of them, so I can't complain because I do like them, but I prefer a scale truck over, you know. Well, that really is scale too, because they do put portal axles on these cars for real. They do put them on. Those are into off-roading. matter of fact, Victor Ma, one of the guys that FMS works with in these cars, he has an LC80 and it actually has portal axles. So yeah. So anyway, guys, the main topic of this chat is this wonderful WPL Suzuki Jimny. I just shared some other things with you, which is fine. I'll put videos up so people can see them. And also, I'll put videos up to archive stuff for myself. I think it's a great way to do it. So I'll look back if I'm alive in the next 5-6 years, and I'll see this video up on this car here. And yeah, you know, it's kind of nice to even do that. If you don't even want people to see your videos, you can put videos in private. I don't mind sharing information because I've been doing this hobby a long time, guys. I've been through a lot of RC cars, from some of the top cars, RC four-wheel drive, trail finders. I've been through those, had those, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, still having a good time in RC. So I'm going to cut this video short. I've been flapping for 16 minutes. So I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.